Hey there everybody, my name is Keno and welcome back to your Montreal Canadiens franchise mode series here on the channel. Now in between episodes, I took a long look at the team. I made some line changes, made some roster moves, some waivers. A lot of things changed because I am leaning once again, and you might freak out, but I'm leaning once again towards staying the path. We are just 41 games into the season currently, halfway through the season. We have about 10, 11, 12, maybe 13 games till the trade deadline. We have some time to evaluate what this team has. If by like game 10, 11, 12, like on the eve of the trades deadline, we are not in a contending position, then I will consider making some panic moves and just getting as many picks as we can. But as for right now, we have a good nucleus of players. As I said at the end of the last video, we have a great nucleus of players that are under the age of like 24. We have a prime and contending team, and the need to sell doesn't make sense. We don't need to sell. I think we need to buy or stand pat. So here are the line changes that I've made so far. I think they'll really boost this team. As you can see right off the bat, Newhook, Suzuki, Caulfield reunited on that top line, with Farrell, Dak, Ylonen reunited on that second line. The third line now consists of Marchessault, Slafkovsky, and Waugh, and the fourth line, called up from the minors, is Will Carrier, with Jake Evans and Brendan Gallagher also called up from the minors. Now, there is a notable name missing here, and that is the rookie center, Seth Shelley. He wasn't cutting it. Okay, 21 points in 41 games at a -14. I'm not sure why he was such a negative player for us, even given the fact that he has more takeaways than giveaways. But he wasn't doing it for us, so I decided to send him down to try and boost him up. I also sent down Harvey Pinard. Luckily, he cleared waivers. And I also sent down Caden Primo. He's currently scratched. I'll actually scratch Allen for a bit. But we have Caden Primo behind Jacob Fowler, because Fowler hasn't really played this season. In the majors, in the NHL, in the big leagues, we're going back to Fleury, because I need to know if there's anything left, if I can milk out any ounce of hockey from him to try and take us farther. He's still an 83 overall. He's still got decent attributes. We might still be able to get something from him. We just need to give him a chance, because we can't flip him, and I don't want to waive him because that's just disrespectful. Okay, I want to see what we can get from our two starters in Aiden Hill and Marc-Andre Fleury. Aside from that, I think we're ready to go. There are some trade options and some pieces we can move out. Arbor Jacki is not happy, and that's actually another thing I wanted to show quickly, was that I also made a change on the back end. I thought I had, and I forgot for a second. It's Lane Hudson with Arbor Jacki on the top pairing, Gustav Forsling with David Reinbacher on the second line, and then Gooley and Struble on that fourth line. I called up Struble from the minors. He's barely played in the minors this year, but he did great when he did. Maybe he'll explode. Maybe he'll stabilize Caden Gooley's bleeding season. I'm not sure, but we're going to see what we have here and if we can right the wrongs of so many players, because usually you'll have like one or two regularly good players that start struggling and bring down the team's plus minus. We have quite a few, and it's hurting us bad, so we gotta see what we can do to recoup here. But here we go, game 42 against the Florida Panthers here. We're gonna slow sim it like we do every first game. They're currently 3-6-1 in their last 10, so let's see how we do against them. First period, and it's a 1-0 lead from a goal by Gustav Forsling for us. Shots are 9-8 in favor of your Montreal Canadiens, and we currently lead the score 1-0. And we scored early, just 1903 was when that was recorded, so damn, good goal. Second period, and we explode a bit. Newhook notches back-to-back goals to start the period, followed by Taylor Hall getting the Florida Panthers into the game just to be shut out again by Ylonen and Marchessault. So we are taking off on this Florida Panthers team. Shots are 23-19, but the score is currently 5-1 for your Montreal Canadiens. And the third period, we're going to quick sim this one. And we add another by Kirby Dach. Evan Rodriguez puts the Florida Panthers back on the board. It's a little way too little too late. Score finishes 6-2. Shots are 34-33 for your Montreal Canadiens. Pretty good first game. Pretty convincing first game for us, if I do say so myself. Let's see how we keep going here. We're going to quick sim this other game against the Florida Panthers here. How do we do? It's a 4-1 win. Okay, okay. Second half of a back-to-back here. It might be a bad idea to keep Fleury in net, but I'm going to do it because I need to know what I have against the Washington Capitals. Engstrom's back. Don't really care. Don't want to make any trades right now. And it's a 4-3 win, so that's 3 straight wins. And now look at this. Look at this, guys. Team leader in points. Lane Hudson with 48 points in 44 games. He is going off in his rookie season. He could win the Calder as a rookie. I don't like that he's number 32. I gotta change that. But here we go. Game 45 of the season against the Nashville Predators. Quick sim this one. It's a 2-1 shootout loss. That's not too bad. Second half of a back-to-back against the Winnipeg Jets. How do we do? It's a 2-1 win. Look at that. Points in 4 straight. And Forsling's now... He was out? Did I miss something? Was Forsling like fully out of the lineup? No, he wasn't. Okay. Holy moly, guys. We got a bit of a roll going on here. We got a bit of a roll. Here we go against the Dallas Stars, game 47 of the season. We're currently in a wildcard spot. Did you guys see that? We're 1 point behind third place in our division and 3 points behind first place in our division. We are so damn lucky this division is struggling this season. Game 47 of the season against the Dallas Stars, quick simming. It's a 5-3 loss, okay. Okay, that's a rough one. Against the Carolina Hurricanes here, who are decent. They're on a pretty equal record to us, 4-3-3 in their last 10, whereas we are 5-4-1 in our last 10. Let's see, game 48 of the season. And Marc-Andre Fleury is injured with a bruised hand. He's out till February 21st. Let me make some line changes. And it's back to Hill and net. Caden Primo backing him up with Jake Allen back as a non-scratch player in the AHL. But we're up here against the Buffalo Sabres, who are 5-4-1 in their last 10. We lost there to the Carolina Hurricanes, so that's rough anyways. But let's see, can we bounce back? Game 49 of the season. It's a 3-2 win. Okay. We're gonna get through some of these games a little quicker now. We're going into game 50 against the Edmonton Oilers. Let's get going. A 5-4 loss. Okay, let's see if we can bounce back against the Seattle Kraken. What do we do here? Okay, Florian Xhekaj is hurt in the AHL, and we win 3-0. Okay, we are third place in our division currently, and we're keeping up with the big boys. We're starting. We might not. We're not. It's not a might not. We're not winning the President's Trophy this season, but we're still going to be a contending team, it looks like, especially in the playoffs. So let's see what we can do here. Game 52 of the season against the Washington Capitals. Let's see what happens. A 4-1 win, and Nick Suzuki takes the point lead back. Game 53 of the season against the Buffalo Sabres. Let's see what happens here. I'm not making any trades right now, although that wasn't a bad one. It's a 5-1 loss. Okay. Let's see if we can bounce back here against a pretty strong New Jersey Devils team. Game 54 of the season, and we do a 5-2 win. Okay, we're back out of a playoff spot. We're tied in a 3-way tie for second place in our division, and we're 1 point back of the division lead with the Detroit Red Wings. So that's not too bad, but we're up 2 back-to-back divisional games here. These are going to count. I'm going to slow sim both of these against the Boston Bruins here. Game 55 of the season, I believe. Let's see. First period. And the Bruins take a 1-0 lead from a goal by Jake DeBrusk. Shots are 10 apiece, but they currently have the lead after the first. Going into the second period, we got to get in this. We got to get in this, boys. We got to take every point that we can from our divisional opponents. We cannot be losing these ones. Second period. They had another. Okay, Charlie Coyle with a power play goal. Shots are 25-19 for the Boston Bruins, and they currently lead this game 2-0. Going to third period, gonna quick sim this one. Can we bounce back? We get one from Joshua Waugh, but Charlie McAvoy adds the empty netter, and they win this one 3-1. So that's unfortunate for us. We could have at least picked up 1 point there, but we didn't. Now we're going up against the Senators here, who are tied with us. If we beat them here, we'll probably tie the Leafs for second place. So let's see what happens. We're going to slow sim this one. Like I said, they're currently 3-7-0 in their last 10. We are 5-5-0, so we're not too much better. Let's see. First period. And we take a commanding 3-0 lead from goals by Slavkovsky, Gallagher, and Farrell. So Gallagher's making his impact back in the NHL. That's good. We are also outshooting them by double, 16-8. For your Montreal Canadiens. That's damn good. Second period. Oh, Matthew Joseph gets a shorthanded goal for the Ottawa Senators, but then Juraj Slavkovsky on the power play answers for that, bringing it to 4-2. Shabbat gets a goal for the Ottawa Senators, and then Evans and Slavkovsky again make it 6-2 for the Montreal Canadiens. I barely got through that one. I was stumbling and stuttering over everything. Shots are 27-20 for your Montreal Canadiens, and we currently are dominating this game. Let's see. Third period, quick sim. And another goal by Brendan Gallagher, and that makes the game finalized at 7-2. Shots 44-29 for your Montreal Canadiens. All right, really good game there to bounce back on. We are now into third place in our division. We got to keep getting these wins here. We got to keep getting these wins. We got to get out of a 5-5-0 last 10 though. Marc-Andre Fleury is back in the lineup. Let me see what I can do to get him in. All right, Fleury is back. He's going to be backing up until he's fully healthy, and that should be actually right before this game. It is. So it's going to be still Aiden Hill's net because he has won the last game. Let's see how he does. We're going to quick sim this one against the Colorado Avalanche, and we win 6-4. So we're on a good pace here. We're on a good pace against the St. Louis Blues here in game 58 of the season. Owen Beck is hurt down the AHL. That doesn't bother me too much. We lose that one 4-3. We're not getting as much scoring as we had last season, but we're still having some decent scoring here. Game 59 of the season coming right up against the Vegas Golden Knights. Can we beat them and get our winning streak started again? William Carrier is hurt, so we're just going to auto replace him. Oh my gosh, so many notifications. And against the Vegas Golden Knights, we win 3-1. And Lane Hutson takes the scoring lead again with 59 points in 59 games for the young rookie defenseman. So we're doing pretty good. We're going to do game 60 here and then evaluate where we currently stand, because right now it's dicey. We are in a playoff hunt here. So against the LA Kings, quick simming this one, game 60 of the season is a 3-1 win. Very nice work from this team. We're 7-3-0 in our last 10, currently 32-26-2 on the season. That's pretty good. Let's see how everyone's done. So New Hook with 18 goals, 29 assists, 47 points in 58 games played. Suzuki with 58 points in 58 games, and Caulfield on that top line with 51 points in 60 games. He's got 31 goals, but it's, wow, is it a far cry from what he did last season when he had the 62 goals and 106 points. Wish we could get him going again. All right, Sean Farrell with 17 goals and 39 points in 60 games. Kirby Dach with 17 goals and 37 points in 58 games, so he's having a rough season. Yolanen with 23 points in 60 games. Marchessault, he's doing well. 44 points in 53 games isn't too bad. Slavkovsky is on pace for 30 goals. He's got 25 goals, 25 goals, 10 assists for 35 points in 65 games. Or 60 games. Wow, I'm really stumbling. Joshua Waugh with 44 points in 60 games. Heineman with 10 points in 35. Evans with 16 in 60. And Gallagher with 5 and 19. So that's not too bad for Gallagher. Not too bad. Maybe we're going to bump him up to that second line with Farrell and Dach. And I might bump these two apart. I might do this. I might do this. Shoot me. You know what? We're going to do this. We're going to go to the exact lineups as last season. I think this will do it. We're actually going to put Yolanen on that third line. I think this will do it. And then defensively, Hudson with 60 points in 60 games, and Jack-Eye with 8 points in 60 games, but a plus 15, 148 penalty minutes though. Holy crap. All right, Forsling with 12 points in 57 games. Reinbacher with 19 points in 57 games. Gooley with 16 points in 60 games, but that minus 14 angers me. And then 3 points in 19 games for Jaden Struble. So he's doing pretty good, but he's starting to get a little upset, isn't he? Yep, he is. So we're going to bump him up to that top line with Arbor Jack-Eye and keep these two upset. I don't really care. Actually, you know what? We're going to do this. Jack-Eye, Reinbacher, +5. Let's see what happens. And then goalies, Aiden Hill's bounced back, 20 wins in 37 games at 897 save percentage. We do have the scoring on high, so he's doing pretty decently. Fleury with 7 wins in 21 games played and 887, so he doesn't look like he's anything for us, and it sucks really bad. We can't play Justin Barron because he's just so rough, and Harris was a decent depth defender for us, so we gotta see what we can do. We might have to make a move here. I don't know what we could do. Jonathan Marchessault starting to drop in overall. He's not upset though. He's happy. So this team's doing well though. This team's doing well. We're just a few games away from the trade deadline. We're currently second in our division behind the Toronto Maple Leafs, and we're only 2 points behind them. So we could fight for division lead. We could get home ice advantage in the first round. That would be good. That would be really good at least. Let me see quickly what is available around the league, and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, I took a look around, and honestly, I wasn't sure what I wanted to make a move for. We have players that can really produce on all 3 of our top 3 lines. New Hook, Suzuki, and Caulfield are all dominant. Slavkovsky's on the verge of another 30-goal season. Farrell did great last year. Kirby Dach has been stellar every season with us. Jonathan Marchessault was absolutely stellar last season and continuing this season. Waugh isn't doing too badly. Yes, maybe Yolanen could move down, but there wasn't too much that I wanted to add here. I was looking at maybe Victor Olofsson and doing like a Marchessault Waugh Olofsson third line, or maybe even bringing back Philip Danault from the LA Kings and doing Marchessault Danault Waugh on that third line. And that, ooh, you know, that sounds real nice. That sounds real nice, but Danault has 2 years on his contract, so this year and next. And I don't know where I'd put him next season unless I threw him on that fourth line and do like a Heineman Danault Evans fourth line, or Heineman Danault Gallagher fourth, or Heineman Danault Gallagher fourth line. I'm not sure, but he wouldn't fit into this top 9 next season because Seth Shelley's going to be right back up with the team. So with that being said, I don't know if I want to make that move. Defensively though, I also didn't see anything. I don't want to move on from Arber Xhekaj because he's doing great, even though he's so angry. He's still great, even if he's an 81 overall. I don't like the contract we're offering him right now, but maybe it'll be lower in the offseason. Maybe he won't want to resign. There were players available like Shea Theodore and Drew Doughty and Alex Pietrangelo. But again, we have Ezra Rabbit and Logan Hensler coming up in the minors. We have depth in the minors too with Vlasic and Petrie and Engstrom and Bodine. And that's not even adding on like Kovacevic. We have so many players, and I don't see a need to make a big addition. I'm sorry, shoot me, kill me, freak out. It doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, if the LA Kings are not wanting a lot for Philip Danault, I'll think about it. Let's see, he's probably going to be valuable because he's having a great season. I mean, look at him. 15 goals, 33 assists, 48 points in 59 games, playing roughly second, third line minutes. It's gonna cost an arm and a leg. Dag, Struble, Hill, Barron, Dag, Arber Xhekaj, Ezra Rabbit, or Logan Hensler. Not happening. Not happening. Right out of that one. Right out of that one. Maybe we could see what they want for Pierre-Luc Dubois. I mean, finally bring him to Montreal since he might probably be struggling with the LA Kings like he is in real life. Let's see. Pierre-Luc Dubois, he looks like he's pretty valuable. 29 points though. I wouldn't think so. Let's see. What is he? Rabbit, Xhekaj, and Hill. Okay, Hensler, Xhekaj, and Hill. So he is more valuable somehow. No, we're not giving up any of that. I don't see anything that's going to work here for us. Alex Turcotte, he confirmed medium elite. Vini, Engstrom, and Xhekaj. No. Dag, Xhekaj is no. No. We don't see how everyone's prices are really high. Like, yes, I'm not going for cheap players, but I still think that's way too high. And then from the Bruins, it was Victor Olofsson or Charlie Coyle. What do they want for Charlie Coyle? Jake Evans and Arber Xhekaj, no. Sean Farrell, no. Mazar and Xhekaj, no. Beck and Xhekaj, no. Caden Gooley. Like, see, how do they think that makes sense? How do they think that makes sense? Victor Olofsson, you better not be more than a second round pick. Nothing. Okay. They don't want anything from us for Olofsson. So, you see what I mean? I think we're going to stand pat. We're going to go through these games here up to the trade deadline. Maybe I'll do a shorter video and have you guys chime in. Let's see, against the Calgary Flames here, game 61 of the season, Aiden Hill's fully healed. And it's a 7-3 win. Okay, we're keeping it going. William Carrier is fully healed, but let's keep him out of that fourth line for now. Against the Anaheim Ducks, game 62 of the season, Tampa Bay Lightning have fired their head coach. Arber Xhekaj is out with an injured elbow, and we win that one 5-0. Oh boy, oh boy. We are currently top of our division in a tie with the Toronto Maple Leafs, but we have the game in hand, so we get that edge, and we are doing really well. Let's go here. The last game before the trade deadline. We're going to slow sim this one, and I think I'm going to leave it there. I don't know. Let's see. First period against the Washington Capitals on the eve of the trade deadline. It's 0-0. Okay, shots are 13-12 for your Montreal Canadiens, but score is even. Let's see. Second period. And we take a lead. Claude Giroux gets them on the board for the Washington Capitals. But then Brendan Gallagher notches 2, and Cole Caulfield gets 1 on the power play. In between that, shots are 29-22 for the Montreal Canadiens. The score currently stands 3-1 for your Montreal Canadiens. So that's pretty good. Third and final period. Quick sim this one. And we add another by Kirby Dach. And the score finishes 4-1 for your Montreal Canadiens. Shots 43-33, I believe, for your Montreal Canadiens. So we did very well there. We did very well. Jaden Struble is now out with a sore knee. So Barron's back in the lineup. That's great. That is great. Okay. But with that being said, guys, we still have depth even if another defender gets hurt. We still have a really strong team. Jordan Harris on that top line. Justin Barron, you're going to that third pair with Gooley. It's just, I can't risk it. How has Slavkovsky done? He's already got a goal in the last 3 games, so he's done great. This team is doing great. Yolonen's doing good, 26 points in 63 games. You can freak out all you want. I don't see a need to move. I don't see a need to panic. I don't see a need to change things up. Maybe a line change thing like this, like we throw Suzuki with Slavkovsky and Doc on the second line, but Suzuki and Caulfield have been dynamic together all season. We could always find someone else to go on that top line. Here, we could do this, Slavkovsky, Newhook, Doc. That's our big trade deadline move, I think. I think that's it. I don't think we need to make any other moves. Again, I'm going to take a look around the league. I'll be right back with you guys. All right, we might have a blockbuster here. If it goes through, I'll take it. But I don't think they'll accept it. We're giving up our medium elite prospect goalie, Sven Ahonen, Adam Engstrom, Riley Kidney, and a second round pick for the Great 8, Alex Ovechkin. I think this might be the move we need to make. Okay, 31 goals, 29 assists, 60 points in 61 games. He's still putting up goals. He is doing crazy. His attributes are still good. He's still a solid skater. He's everything that I want for this team, and I know it might seem insane, but I think this is a fair package for him. Honestly, they want a little more, but I think this will go through. Okay, we're going to try it out. Sven Ahonen, Adam Engstrom, Riley Kidney, and a second round pick in this year's draft for Alex Ovechkin from the Washington Capitals. Will it go through? It does. Might be a bit of an overpayment, but I think you'll understand why we might overpay on the Great 8. If he doesn't contribute for us, oh my gosh, that would be such a loss. But now look at that. Caulfield, Suzuki, Ovechkin. Oh, we're going to go best lines in the AHL. I don't really mind that. We're going to take a look at what we can do with these NHL lines, and I'll be right back with you. All right, folks, the time has come. This team is loaded to the brim with talent, okay? Jonathan Marchessault's been bumped to from the third to the first line with Suzuki and Caulfield. Ovechkin on the second line now with Newhook and Doc. Look at that second line. That's a decent first line on many teams. Slavkovsky, 88 overall on the third line with Sean Farrell and Joshua Waugh, and then Yolonen now on the left wing on that fourth line with Evans and Gallagher. They're going to be starting because I want that grinding, aggressive, gritty line out first. But oh my gosh, this forward core, guys, this forward core is the most stacked forward core I think I've had in a long time. Defensively, nothing's really changed. It's Hudson, Harris, Forsling, Reinbacher, and Gouli Barron. And we will be making some waiver moves. We got Hunter Rubinski to send down, so hopefully that'll help. Maybe we'll send some other people down. I might move on from Jaden Struble after this season because he just continuously gets upset even though he's playing good minutes. I'm not too sure about what to do about it, but that is our trade deadline move. I think we're ready here. I'll go as keep current trade block. I'll see if there's anyone else big out there that I can possibly acquire. But I think that's going to be it, guys. I think that's going to be it. And that is going to be it for us. I tried to see what I could get for maybe Shea Theodore, UC Saros, even Jeremy Swayman and Philip Deneau, and the prices were all too high. The only person I was considering making a move for was Jake McCabe, and we didn't really need to do it. So that's going to be it for us. I think adding Alex Ovechkin to your top 6 is a decent way to spend your trade deadline. Trevor Moore and Drew Doughty got moved to the Boston Bruins for Jeremy Swayman. Why can I see that trade possibly happening one day? That's so weird. It seems like a weird trade that might happen. But aside from that, that's it from the trade deadline. I think we're ready to go. The Bruins are our next opponent, and they're currently 1-9 in their last 10. So not really much of competition, but given EA Voodoo, we're probably going to lose this one. I'm going to quick sim this one. Let's see what happens here. Jaden Struble's returned to lineup. Let me make some line changes. All right. We lose that one 4-3 in a shootout. Go figure. Against the Carolina Hurricanes here. Trent Rodriguez hurt with a sore knee. Caden Gouli is out with a concussion. Oh my lord. And Alex Ovechkin's fully healed, so I don't know what he was banged up with, but we win 2-1 there. Pretty decent. We're 8-1-1 in our last 10. Multiple players are ready, so let me just see what I can do here. All right, against the Pittsburgh Penguins here, we got Arbor Jacki back on that top line with Lane Hudson. Let's see how we do here. They're 3-7-0 in their last 10. Caden Gouli's returned to the lineup. Oh my gosh, line changes galore. Let me see what I can do with this roster. All right, against the Pittsburgh Penguins, we win 2-1. I waived Jordan Harris, and he made it through unclaimed, so that's perfect for us. We're going up against a home against the Toronto Maple Leafs here. I'm just going to replace player. I know it says they're ready, but I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait until they're fully healed. Against the Toronto Maple Leafs here in Montreal, how do we do? Quick sim this one. Game 67 of the season. Arbor Jacki is now hurt, and we lose 4-3. We need to win this next one against the Leafs if we have any hope of retaining division title. Let's see, we're 7-2-1. Can we make it 8-1-1 again? Or 8-2? We win 5-2, and we make it 8-1-1 in our last 10. We're starting to go crazy, and Lane Hudson is part of the reason why. Against the Detroit Red Wings here, who are struggling in the last 10, can we beat them? We do. 5-2. Holy crap, this team's starting to go. This team's starting to go against the Chicago Blackhawks here, who have slowed down a bit. Can we beat them? We do. 3-2. Guys, we're going for it. We're going crazy here against the New York Islanders here. Game 71 of the season. Only 12 games left. Arbor Xhekaj is fully healed. We got to get him back in the lineup. All right, Arbor Xhekaj is back on that third pair with Struble. And look at this, but Caden Cooley's actually starting to even out his game. He's doing great on that top pair with Lane Hudson. So we're going to keep him there and see how we do. And we won that game against the Islanders too, 6-3. All right, we are 8-1-1. We're up against a 9-1-0 Toronto Maple Leafs though. They are fighting for that division lead just as much as we are, and they're currently holding the lead. But we have a game in hand. Can we beat them here? Quick sim this one. Aiden Hill is out with an injured groin till April 2nd, so he'll be back for the playoffs hopefully. But that hurts us big time. We're going to call up Jake Allen because we need some veteran presence more than Marc-Andre Fleury on that goaltending line. All right, we won that game 4-2. Big win for us. Big win for us. Jake Allen's back in the NHL. Let's see what we can do here against the New Jersey Devils. Game 73 of the season. Brendan Gallagher's now out. We're just going to quick replace him because he's a fourth liner. And we win 6-0. Holy crap, guys. We are going on a streak. We are going on a streak. Against the Pittsburgh Penguins here. Let's see what we do here. 2-1 win. Holy crap. We're 9-1-0 in our last 10. We're 9-1-0. Let's see. Ottawa Senators. Divisional rival here. They're fighting. They're just fighting to hold third place in our division. Let's put them out of it. And we do. 8-2 win. Aiden Hill's back. Let me get him back in the lineup. Also, that was Jake Allen. Jake Allen just played 3 games, got 3 wins, a .962 save percentage, and 1 shutout. Allen's gonna continue to close out this season for us if he's gonna do that good. Up against a really hot Boston Bruins team here. Game 76 of the season. We have clinched a playoff spot. Holy crap. Okay, so at the end of last video, I was almost certain that we were sellers, that we were gonna have to trade away everything. Luckily, I had some thoughts in between videos, but look at us now. We've just clinched the playoffs. We're one of the first teams in the league to do so. One of the first 5 teams in the league to do so. We turned it around big time, and most importantly, it was from some of our rookies, especially Lane Hudson. Look at that, 78 points in 75 games. When the forwards couldn't carry us, Lane Hudson put the team on his back. We're trying to go 10-0-0 here against the Boston Bruins, if I'm not mistaken. Let's quick sim this one. And it's a 4-2 win. Okay, we're still 9-1-0, but we're still going against the Ottawa Senators here. Can we beat them again? And we beat them in the shootout, and that's it. 10 wins in a row. Holy crap. Let's keep going. Let's finish off the season here against the Carolina Hurricanes. Jake Allen's still in net. And there it is, a 6-1 loss. Oh, we got to 10 wins though. We got to 10 wins, and I bet our record is so crazy. I'm going to put Hill in net for the remainder of the season, these last few games here. Let's see, game 79 against the New York Rangers, who are top of their division. And it's a 4-0 win. Holy crap. Okay, Brendan Gallagher's back. Let me make some line changes. All right, Jake Allen is back in the minors, unfortunately. He had 5 wins in 6 games, but we needed that roster space available without losing someone on waivers. Also, Arbor Xhekaj is a 79 overall right now. He is upset. Let's see how we do here against the Buffalo Sabres, who are already out of the playoffs. Let's see. Can we get a win? 6-1 win. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. 2 games left on the season. One against a really powerful New York Rangers team, and then against a struggling Boston Bruins team. Let's see, against the Rangers, how do we do in game 81 of the season? A 4-3 loss. Okay, that's fine. And then against the Boston Bruins, final game of the season. And since it's the final game of this video, like my tradition, we slow sim it. Let's see, can we close this season out with a win? And can you keep this like record that we've been having lately going? I stumbled everywhere there. I'm stuttering. I'm tired. I'm still sick. I can't get over this sickness. It never goes away. I'm talking too much. First period. And it's scoreless. Bruins currently lead the shot counter 14-10, but nobody's gotten one past the netminders yet. Let's see. Second period. We take a 1-0 lead from a goal by Nick Suzuki. Shots are 26-24 in favor of your Montreal Canadiens, and we currently hold a 1-0 lead. Let's see. Third and final period. And the Bruins bounce back with 3 unanswered goals. Alex Ovechkin notches the final goal of the Montreal Canadiens regular season for us. We outshot them 36-35, but they win this one 3-2. So, rough way to round out the season, but let's quickly see how we did in that last little stretch there from the trade deadline. Guys, in 19 games, we went 14-4-1 to round out this season. 14-4-1. That is insane. Let's see who we can thank for this season. All right, Marchessault ended up with 65 points in 75 games. He really turned it on when we pulled him up to that first line. Suzuki, as we know, 82 points in 80 games. Caulfield with 38 goals on the season, 66 points. So he dropped off quite a bit. A 40-point drop-off from last season. Almost a 30-goal drop-off, too. Really, really unfortunate for him. Alex Ovechkin, 19 points in 19 games since joining the team. Finished with 40 goals on the season again. And if I'm not mistaken, yes, he does have the NHL record for most goals by a player. Holy crap. He's doing this at 40. 40 goals as a 40-year-old. Holy crap. Newhook with 67 points in 80 games. Kirby Dach turned it on there with 60 points in 80 games. Slavkovsky had a 32-goal season, so 47 points in 82 games. One more goal than he had last season. Very good for him. Very good for him. Actually, I think he did it in far less games. Yeah, he did in 20 less games last season, so maybe not as good. Not as good, but a good plus-minus, so he did well. He did well. Sean Farrell with 58 points in 82 games, so decent second season. And Joshua Waugh with 64 points in his second season, playing on that third line 13 minutes a night, and he had 67 points, or 66 points, 64 points. Holy crap. Jesse Alonen with 34 points in 82 games, Jake Evans with 27 points, and Emil Heineman with 16 points in 47 games. And then on defensively, Lane Hutson with 81 points in his first NHL season. 81 points in 82 games as a defender is insane. Caden Gooley with 21 points, or 22 points in 80 games. Forsling with 15 points in 79 games. Reinbacher with 31 points in 79 games. My math is really bad, guys. Don't judge me. Struble with 6 points in 39 games. And as I said, Arbor Jacki down to a 79 overall, 178 penalty minutes this season. Insane. And then Aiden Hill finished the season as a 9-10 goaltender. 9-10 save percentage through 54 games, 31 wins, 287 goals against average, and 4 shutouts. He turned into that goalie that we paid him to be. He became that goalie 100%. Absolutely great season. And Marc-Andre Fleury turned it around. 8 wins in 24 games, but an 893 save percentage isn't too bad when we're in high scoring, and he's 40 years old. Guys, that's great. Now let's see how the rest of the league did to compare to us, because we had a low scoring season. Maybe the rest of the league did too. I sure as hell hope so. Let's see. I bet you they didn't. I bet we're gonna see like the entire top 10 all just 100-point scorers, but let's see. And it is. Adam Fox leads the entire league and all defensemen with 114 points in 82 games. Matvei Michkov with 109 points, including 60 goals. Connor Bedard right behind him, tied with 109 points, but only 54 goals. The leading scorer, I think, is Matvei Michkov, if I'm not mistaken. It is 60 goals for Michkov, 58 for Kaprizov, 54 for Robertson and Bedard, 49 for Stützle and Sokolov? Valery Sokolov. A 15th overall pick. Oh, please tell me it wasn't in the same draft as Seth Shelley. Oh, that just hurts. But that's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good. Let's see who the leading defensive scorers were after Adam Fox. It's Maurice Cedar with 85, Seth Jones 82, and look at that, Lane Hutson is the 6th leading scorer, tied for 5th leading scorer in the NHL amongst defensemen in his first NHL season. How does he square up against rookies? Does he lead rookies? He does. Oh my gosh, I think Lane Hutson might have just gotten a Calder. I think he might have just got a Calder as a defenseman. I'm stumbling. I'm stuttering. Cutter Gauthier could take it. 35 goals in 81 games, 75 points. And also, yes, I made this series before the trade with the Anaheim Ducks, so he is still with the Flyers. But holy crap, guys, I think Hudson just won the Calder. This is an insane end to our season. Insane end to our season. And then goaltenders, I doubt it. Yeah, Shesterkin's going to take home the Vezina. Sorokin right behind him. Maybe Sorokin actually gets it. I think Sorokin's going to get it. Woll didn't do too great. Not even going to talk about you. I want you out of the freaking game. Koshetkov. Yeah, so Aiden Hill did good. He's definitely in the top 15 starters here. Yeah, he's right here. behind he who shall not be named. But what a great season for this team. What a great season for the Montreal Canadiens. And we are done here in this video as well. This is a bit of a marathon. Thank you guys so much for joining me. This has been a blast. I can't believe how well we did. I can't believe it. If you guys like this video, please consider the shameless self-plug stuff, liking, commenting, and subscribing. It only lets me grow and put out better content in the future. You guys are so awesome for all the support and love you've given me recently. I can't thank you all enough. I will see you guys as we take this team through our second playoffs. I knew our coach could do it. I knew this team could do it. I was just nervous that it wouldn't be this year. But thank God our division struggled as much as it did. Thank God they did. Because we would have been screwed if they hadn't. I think the entire league struggled. Aside from that, look at that Metropolitan Division. Holy crap. Holy crap. Okay, but we will see what happens in the next video. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And I'll see you guys as we take this team against our first round opponents. I don't know who they are. I don't want to wait. See you guys.